Okay, everybody, I am back for another cash stuffing. So I actually pre-recorded the second part of this video first. But I'm gonna put this part of the video first instead of the other part. So let me do a brief introduction. My name is Emily. I am a 41-year-old, about to be 42-year-old school custodian here in the upstate of South Carolina. Everything that we do over here is on a low income. And I am a mom of a 14-year-old. And she'll be going to ninth grade this coming school year. So I did record the other part of the video first. And when I edit, I'm gonna put this part first though. Okay? But I did want to share with you guys that one of my subscribers had sent me $10 through Cash App, and I wanted to stuff it because I always try to make every dollar count. I always try to, any amount of money that I have, I try to make it account for something. So her name was Elizabeth, and her name is I hope I'm not butchering this, Elizabeth, but it's Freya's Claw or Frey as Claw. Let me know the meaning behind your YouTube name. But I'm thinking, are you a cat mom like I am? We are a cat mom over here. We just got a new kitten. And his name is Neptune, and he is about 4 or 5 months old now, I believe. He was born on February 26th. So, what I'm gonna do with the $10, Elizabeth, or Phrase Claw, is I am going to put the $10 in one of my sinking funds. So let me look through and see which sinking fund I feel like needs it the most. We got, now that we're not gonna do, this is low priority. We're gonna do high priority. We're gonna look at high priority, and then we'll look in Ashton's. So I don't need anything in emergency fund because I already have a significant amount. Car savings, I'm not going to add it in that because I do have something saved. Auto maintenance, I have something saved. Debt, birthday, fund, medical, deposit, utilities, and back to school. So let me look at back to school for just a second, because I do have 170. I think I have 170 right here in back to school. 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we're gonna put the $10 in back to school, Elizabeth, okay? So the $10 will be going into the back to school, so that makes us have 175 and 180. So we have 180 right now in back to school. And I didn't bring a marker to check off this here, but I'm gonna try to do this again before I start back to school shopping. So I am going to actually, do I have a, okay, so we got a tracker here. I'm just gonna write it on the tracker that I put the $10 in here. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And you guys, go ahead and watch the second part of this video, which is where I did all my cash stuffing, okay? So let me just write on, this is my tracker here. I'll write on here that on 6/29th, I received the $10. So we're gonna add $10, and that's gonna bring it to 180, okay? So now back to school has 180. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, once again. That really helps us out. All right. Now, before I go on to the second part of the video, I have changed, you guys. I got changed. So hopefully my counter, I think my counter is a little bit off here. I see it's got something sticky on it now. Okay, so it says it has $104 in here. I don't know how the sticky stuff got on here. Yeah, it's not, my coin counter is not working anymore. I don't know what happened with it. Yeah, it got off. So yeah, it's a little bit off. So I should have more in this. It's gotta, the batteries might need to be changed. But don't say it's a little bit off. If I can get you back in, I do think I have more than $104 in here. And somebody was like, "Oh, that doesn't look like that amount." I have a lot of silver in here, y'all. Okay, so that's why it's not looking like a whole lot, because I have a lot of silver in here. But I don't know, y'all. I was really thinking about cashing this in. I'm trying to hold out on cashing it in, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little weary, y'all, on this debt journey. I haven't been spending much money at all on fun activities myself, or entertainment or anything. And I am on vacation this week, and I think when I work a lot, which I do, I work anywhere between 45 and 50 hours a week. I don't be wanting to do anything, but it's summertime now, and in the summertime is usually when I get kind of weary and I want to go and spend money, because I be want to get out and do things. And I know that there are a lot of things that don't cost money, but still, like, it's summertime, and I get weary because I see where people will be going on vacations, and they be going to the lake and places like that, and I be getting weary because I be wanting to go. And I'm, like I said, I'm otherwise good with just working, going to the store, running my little errands on the weekend, and being in the house, because I am a homebody. But like I said, in the summertime I get weary because I really love the water, and I really want to go to the beach. But I live about 3.5 hours from Myrtle Beach. I live on the upstate of South Carolina, and Myrtle Beach is in the low country of South Carolina. And I really just want to, like, go to the beach, but I drive an older car, so that would require me, if I don't have anybody to go with me, or we're gonna take somebody else's car, then I would have to rent a car to go to the beach. And when I go to the beach, I like to go for at least 3 or 4 days. So with that being said, yeah, I get weary in the summertime because I do be wanting to travel places. I'm gonna try to wipe the sticky stuff off, but I'm trying to stay the course, y'all. For my newbies, I am on a debt-free journey, so I'm not. All my extra money is going towards debt right now. So I did make enough money where I could have set money aside for vacation, but I am on a debt-free journey, and all of my money needs to go towards me paying off the credit cards. And I think I had a total of 7. So I've paid off 3 so far, and I will be starting to pay off credit card number 4. See how it's not going anymore? That's what I say, something is wrong with the counter. It stops, so it goes where it want to go. So I do believe I have more than $106 in here. I think I should have about 107 or 108. Yeah, because it's I'm putting the money in here, you guys, and it's not going anywhere. So it probably just needs, see, now it decides it want to take it. But I think it probably either needs batteries, I need to reset it, or yeah, it probably just need batteries and need to be reset, basically. I'll say, look, it didn't even move, and I'm putting the money in there. Now it decides. But I want to say, I think I should have about $108 in here, you guys. But anyway, so what I was saying about this was, I was thinking about cashing it in. But I know initially I said that I wanted to save this up to apply it towards debt. But this is my vacation, and I've been stuck in the house for days. I went on vacation. First day of my vacation was last Thursday. Today is Monday. And I'm starting to get a little weary. I just want to get out and go and do something. But like I said, I just have money for my cash envelopes. Now, I do have money in an emergency fund. and I do have money. I have a significant amount. And I do have money in my car sinking funds. I have a significant amount. But that's top priority, and I don't need to take any money from that. So I have money in gas right now, groceries. My daughter, she's getting her hair done this week on Wednesday. I got money that I need to go spend on, we need some trash bags. So this is for trash bags. Nothing impersonal. Dining out has just $20. But I think, and it's my birthday week, you guys. My birthday is this coming Sunday on July the 6th. So I'm trying to keep it together, y'all. I just need some words of encouragement to stay on course. And that's why I decided to document my journey, because I know that you guys keep me motivated and you guys gonna tell me to do the right thing. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really just want to go and cash this in and just take myself out for my birthday and take me and Ashton somewhere, maybe local here in town. But I do know that I really need to save this, y'all, because I need to be putting as much down on these debts as I can. Because I literally have, let's see, 6 more months of this year left, I believe. So it's July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 6 more months left of the year. And then in January, or the end of January, I'm supposed to be moving in with my mom. And once I move in with her, I will be helping her to pay down her debts. So I know I need to stay the course of this, y'all, because I still have 4 more credit cards to pay off, and they're all over $1,000. I think one is $1,500, the other is $1,800, the other is $1,800, and then I have one for $1,700. So I have about $7,000 worth of debt that is left for me to pay, if I'm counting it up right. It's between $7,000, $8,000, and around a little $9,000 worth of debt left. And I'm trying to pay this off as fast as I can. But today I'm just feeling a little down, you guys, because I need encouragement. And I need to know that this is my season right now to be still, to stay in the house and just, relax. I don't always have to be going places. But I guess I'm weary because I don't normally go anywhere. I do stay in the house for the most part because I'm an introvert. But I think it's just because I am on vacation. It's summer and I see a lot of people getting out doing things. I am walking every day. I do go downtown here where I live in upstate. And we have a very nice downtown. So I do go for walks with the nature to try to keep me from getting stir crazy. So I'm going to do that this evening. Go on an evening walk. And Ashton is actually at her friend's house, so I will go and pick her up. But y'all just encourage me. I'm feeling a little down today. I just need the encouragement, guys. I need for you guys to tell me, don't cash this in, Emily. Use this what you intended to use it for, which is to pay put it towards your credit card debt. So hopefully, I'm looking at where it's at. Maybe when time to get full, I'll have maybe another $40 in here. But just encourage me, guys. For my birthday, I'm gonna try to go. I got some freebies, like you sign up for the rewards and you get like freebies. So I'm gonna try to just go and get all my freebies on Sunday or Saturday or whatever, just to get out the house. Because I think that's what I just need. I could have a low-cost spending day out the house. So I'm gonna take y'all along. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna have a low-cost spending day, and I'm gonna vlog, y'all. It's been a while since I vlogged, but I'm gonna vlog my little outing for my birthday. And we're gonna try to do it on a budget, you guys. I'm trying to get my freebies and stuff. So we're gonna try to do it on a budget. But I just need some words of encouragement. Please leave me some words of encouragement, and look forward to the rest of the video. Alright, so I'm back with the cash stuffing portion of my video. Okay, so we had a smaller paycheck this time, as you can see from the budgeting part. So I only had about $210 to stuff. So this is my daily cash wallet, and I got the cash, and we'll count it real quickly. This should be about $210. Let me get the money set up first. I don't like my money to go different ways. So you got the money here. I got some 20s and some 10s. Okay, and hopefully my kitty don't get in up on the counter. He likes to get on the counter. So let's see if we can keep him off while I do this real quickly. All right, so I should have $210, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. That's $210. Okay, so $210 is what we're working with. We got 9 20s and 3 10s. Okay. All right, so this is for my newbies. This is my daily cash wallet, which is my daily needs. Okay, so this is what I carry with me on the daily. Turn it around the right way. I got a couple of receipts I want to remove from here. I have my cards up here. My debit cards are up here, and my credit cards are in the back. Okay, and let me do a little bit of, because I had moved some stuff around here. Make sure I get my cards back in here the right way. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so gas. It's the summertime, and I'm not doing as much traveling, and this particular week I'm on vacation. So since I'm on vacation, I'm not needing as much gas. So gas will be only getting $40. Okay, 20, 40. It's gonna get 2 20s. I have a little bit of gas in the tank now, and I'm going to put a 20 in to start off with. But gas got 40, so 2 20s, and that's, you probably say that's very little. Well, like I just said, I'm on vacation for 10 days, and I am not really going many places at all, so that should be plentiful. And then for my newbies, I actually work 5 minutes from my house. So, and during the week, I don't go nowhere but work and back. Okay, so I do most of my traveling on the weekend, but I'm not doing very much traveling at all. I try to compile my trips to the store or anywhere else. Groceries. So groceries usually gets $200, and it did get $200. I had to end up going to the store early, and I took that grocery from one of my sinking funds because I knew that my grocery was gonna be a little bit higher just because I am on vacation this week, sitting at the house. I'm eating more at the house this week. It's summertime. My daughter is here, and the grocery budget is a lot more when she's out of school. So I did go to the store already and spend the $200, which I had to borrow from a sinking fund. But out of my check, I'm only giving $50 out of my check. This is just for a little extra, y'all, because I am going over the grocery budget right now because it is summer. 20, 40, and 10 makes 50. This is my budget buster. Groceries right now. So I'm putting $50 from my check towards groceries, and then I took $200 from a sinking fund. Okay, so Ashton is for my newbies. She's my 14-year-old daughter. She did earn $20 for allowance, so $20 is what she received for allowance. Okay, sorry y'all, my cat's trying to get on the countertop. So $20 for allowance for Ashton. Okay, myself, I'm not gonna get anything, but I did get something, but I used it in off my debit card. Okay, so and I had something that I had to pay for myself, so I did get $25. Okay, let's see, Ashton, is, I'm gonna go back to Ashton because her hair. So outside of, she's gonna get her hair done for back to school, but I had to get an emergency appointment for her because Ashton needs a good deep condition, a treatment, a deep condition. She's gonna get a steam treatment, a trim, a blowout, and a silk press. That's gonna cost me $85. I've already paid the initial deposit, so I need $70 for the rest of it. So we're gonna do 20, 40, 60, and we're gonna take a 10 for 70. 20, 40, 60, and 10 for 70. So this is an unexpected expense, but you know, sometimes we have things come up with our children. But Ashton, her hair is kind of damaged, so I had to factor this in, and that's just because she gets a lot of braids and stuff, and she hasn't had her hair treated in between, so she needs a good trim now. So Ashton got $70 for her hair. Like I said, I did receive $25 that I used on my debit card to pay for something for myself. Okay, so let's see. Household, I'm gonna do $10 for household, you guys. Okay, household will be getting $10. Very little to what I normally put in here. I just need some trash bags, as well as it was something else that I said I needed, but definitely some trash bags coming out of this. Okay, and then personal won't receive anything. Dining out, I am going to put in the last 20 for eating out, y'all, just because I know at some point we will eat out. So $20 for dining out. Okay, miscellaneous, didn't receive anything. And then in the back here I have my my credit cards, which I am not using, currently not using right now. I am actually paying off my credit cards. And give me a round of applause because I recently paid off my 3rd credit card. I have 4 more credit cards to go, you guys. And I call those the big boys because they have higher balances on them. So my next card is Capital One, and I owe them $1,500. So that is the next credit card that I plan to attack. I will not be making a lot of debt payments until August. So for the month of July, I'm only gonna make maybe 1 or 2. Instead of making 3 payments, I'm gonna cut it back because I have to save up for back to school, you guys. So, and then I have $2 here in the front and some change. And so I will actually dump my change into my bank. And I'll probably do that in the budgeting part of the video. I'm kind of pre-recording this part. Okay, let's break down my wallets for all of my newbies. So this binder here is my high priority binder. I do have an emergency fund, but I'm currently not funding it because I have a significant amount in there, and I don't tell the amount that I have in my emergency fund for my safety. So for here for YouTube, but just know that I do have an emergency fund that has more than 1,000 in it, and I'm currently not funding any extra towards that, but this envelope is for me to fund towards my emergency fund. Car savings, I have a significant amount in car savings as well, and I did have to borrow from my car savings once again just because I ran short with this check. So I will give y'all an update on the amount that's in there in a future video. That's something that I'm hating to do, is to borrow money towards for my car savings, because I need to be saving aggressively towards it, but I've been having to dip in it a little bit because I've been having things come up that's been unbudgeted. So that's the importance of paying off debt, is that if you don't have any debt, you can put more money into these sinking funds for things that come up. that's the thing that I'm doing. I'm trying to pay off the debt aggressively, but when I'm having things come up, I've been having to take it from my sinking funds. So just know that sometimes that happens, you guys. I'm on a low income, so I don't really have a lot to contribute to my envelopes. I contribute to my envelopes when I can. And so like this particular paycheck was a lot smaller. And so I was not able to fund a lot of things. And then I had the emergency hair appointment come up for her. And then I had my grocery budget is way out of control right now, you guys. It's just something that I can't help right now, with school being out as well as things just being overly inflated. Okay, so but we gotta eat, y'all, so I've been having to make it do what it do. Okay, so auto maintenance. Once I get these debts paid off, I can actually budget out more towards groceries. Right now I try to set an initial budget and it ain't working. I'm still going over in that area, you guys. Okay, auto maintenance has 10, 20, 30. It has $30 in auto maintenance. I just had some things done to my car, so my car should be good for most things until at least August. I'll need an oil change at least in August. Okay, so I got $30 of auto maintenance. Debt has nothing in there. Okay, birthdays have nothing in there. I don't think I have any birthdays that's coming up that I'm going to fund anything towards. Fund has nothing in there, but that's the category. Medical, I do have medical insurance for my newbies, but this is for if I have to pay for any kind of medications or co-pays. Okay, deposit, this is for if I need to actually take money back to the bank, so that's my deposit envelope. And utilities and such, I pay directly towards my sister because I live with her. But this is just an envelope if I feel like I'm gonna run short and I need to store a little extra cash for it. Now back to school is high priority right now. So like I said, this is my high priority binder. I am currently saving for back to school. What I have in there now is 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. I have 170 towards back to school, you guys. So my next paycheck, I should be funding $200 towards that. But right now, back to school has $170, okay? So that's why I'm slowing down. I'm gonna slow down my debt payments, and I'm gonna pick up momentum again in August. But for the month of July, I will be slowing it down so that I can make sure I take care of back to school. And because that's an area that I always go over into is grocery, back to school, and Christmas. Those are my three categories that I always go over. So I will be slowing down my debt payments for those that are following my debt journey. If you are interested in following my debt journey, go over and check out my debt videos, my debt updates, as well as my debt confession, and that will show you what I'm working with towards as trying to pay off debt on a $16 hour paycheck. Okay, so this here is my low priority. So after all my bills is paid, I stuff my cash, my daily cash needs. Then I take care of my high priority sinking funds. If I can afford to, or I have anything extra, I do this envelope. This is low priority to me, which don't have nothing in it right now. Housing, which means at one point in time I was saving for a house. I have paused that because I am paying off debt right now. So I'm no longer saving for a house right now. Summer activities, this envelope doesn't have anything and it's not going to get anything. Christmas, I will start saving for Christmas in August, you guys. This will be moved over to high priority. Okay, so right now I'm not saving anything and it doesn't have anything. And this is just an extra personal envelope. But this is not priority right now. My next thing that comes up after I fund my high priority, it usually goes to this. I try to save something, but there's been checks where I haven't been able to save anything, and this is just one of them. I was not able to save anything towards my 52-week savings challenge out of this check. But that's okay, because this is just money that I'm saving in a challenge to pay towards one of my credit cards. I am on number 30. Well, I have saved a lot of these. I need to go back and do number 23, 26, 27, and then I will have them all filled up to 31. So I've been kind of skipping around, but I need to do number 23, 26, 27, and then I've been kind of skipping around. But for those that are interested in this wallet, I found it on Amazon. I'm gonna go back and redo the link. So check my storefront, and I will have a link for this where you can order it for yourself. If you use the link, my link, through my storefront to order it, I will receive a small commission, and I really appreciate that, because that's the money that I'm using towards paying off debt. Okay, so if you want to be able to, do anything to help support my channel, please go over and order items from my Amazon wish list. I'm sorry, not my Amazon wish list, but my Amazon storefront. So my Amazon storefront, you can order things for yourself. They're not for me. You're ordering things off of that storefront for yourself. But when you use my link, like I said, it will actually help my store, and I will receive a small commission. Okay, so for the newbies, the binder comes with the binder itself, and it comes with these little cards here. Okay, these are the 52-week savings tracker, and once you do fill one of the slots, then you color it in here to track it. Once you save all of these, you should have a total of $1,378. Okay, I'm kind of overstuffing some categories, so I might have a little bit more than this. Now, like I said, this time I wasn't able to save anything, and that's okay. It's gonna be times where you're not able to save everything. The binder comes with these little plastic inserts, and it comes with these labels. And for those that don't know how this works, you pick, let's say I will pick next time I'm gonna pick number 23. I will put $23 in here, or if I don't make change, I might put $25 or $30 even in here. A lot of times I don't have change, so I kind of overstuff. But and you can do as many of these as you want to, whenever you want to. You can skip around, you can go in order. It's your challenge, so you do what you feel is right for your income and your paychecks. Okay, so that's it, you guys. So I wasn't able to stuff anything in here this time. I don't feel bad about it, because I do have a emergency fund, and I do have that sinking fund that has a significant amount in it. Like I said, I've been having a pinch from it because I've been going over in grocery, but hopefully I will get back on the straight and narrow with that soon, and I won't have to pinch from that sinking fund. But my main goal right now is to pay off my credit cards. Okay, now when I do get my YouTube check and my Amazon storefront money, that money usually goes to paying off those credit cards. So I don't typically pinch from that to supplement income. I try to use that money just for debt payments, you guys. Okay, so this last binder is Ashton's. We haven't been able to really save a lot for Ashton, but what she do have right now, and these envelopes were gifted to us from Jolene with Livyland. So if you like these envelopes, I will leave in the description box her Etsy and her YouTube channel. And so please go over and support Jolene and her Etsy shop. Okay, so savings. Ashton has 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. She has $40 in savings right now. So eventually we will move this to a account for Ashton. So she has $40 saved. Now I do provide clothing for Ashton, household supplies and shopping, but she has her own envelopes for these. Because at one point in time, Ashton was babysitting. She's not she hasn't been babysitting lately, but she did do some things to earn some money from her nana. But Ashton chose to spend it on some things that she wants, so she hasn't saved anything lately. So shopping is a category for her. Birthdays and gifts, if she want to save for her friends or somebody in particular. Okay, household supplies, I provided, but if she wants something outside of the budget, this is her envelope for household supplies. Fun money. Beauty, I usually take care of her beauty needs, but if, like I said, if there's something that she needs, like she wanted some more eyelashes, so she used the money that she earned from doing some things for her nana to purchase those. So we didn't stuff that money. She got $25. We didn't stuff it. She is going to order some things that she wants off of Amazon. But so this is beauty. There's also one for clothing. Like I said, I provide that for her, but this is her own envelope for things that she wants to save that's not been budgeted for. Driving school. So Miss Ashton is 14 and she will eventually go to driving school. So we put the first $5 in here for driving school. So I haven't really been adding anything to this, but I definitely will be pushing for this as she gets on into high school. She'll be going to 9th grade in a couple of weeks. So we have a little bit to go before we start just having to save for this stuff aggressively. But driving school has its first $5 in here. And I'm opting to send her to driving school because that will get her to be able to have lower insurance. Okay, because adults know that insuring minors is very expensive. Okay, so auto insurance. So this is just for her initial down payment with auto insurance. But Miss Ashton is going to have to get a job to pay her car insurance. So, you know, I will do the car for her, but she'll be responsible for making her own car insurance payments. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. So we have $80 in here so far. This is just for her down payment, you guys. Miss Ashton Pooh, well, she'll have to be, you know, saving to make her own payments once she gets a job, okay? And then she has this envelope here that we haven't utilized for anything. But we really appreciate Jolene sending this envelope to us. Isn't this cute? But that's it, you guys. So that's Miss Ashton, my 14-year-old daughter's binder. I appreciate you guys for watching the cash portion of the video, and I will see you guys later.